Hello? Hold on. Oh, okay, that's Twitch. I think that's YouTube too. All right, let me make sure that everything is actually up, and then we'll start getting into it. Okay, yeah, my mic is fine. Okay, cool. All right, yeah. Okay, everything is up. Hello. Hello. It is a Wednesday, as I promised. Well, I didn't promise. I said most likely, but I did promise that we are back at it again. The new video is up. It's done. It's completed. I almost died making it. Not exactly, but you know, it definitely was very close to the deadline. I'll say that. But it's up, so now I can yap on about more stuff. What's up? A lot of things. It's been a very busy few days for me. Very busy. And unfortunately, I also have a few things that I will have to go to the doctors next week about. So I hope to stream a bit more in the next week, but we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Because this week, we'll talk about it in a second too, because there's another One Piece hiatus type of deal. So this week I think is like the last chapter we'll get for a while. So that's gonna free up Sundays for me, but we'll see. We'll see. All right, let me open up all of this, because I don't think I talked about the. I think it was announced like right after the stream that there's going to be another delay. It's not a big one. It's like a couple of weeks. Hold on, let me bring it up. You're going to do the Egghead video? I will, yes. I think it's going to be 2 videos from now, probably. So now I have the Attack on Titan video. I have another Avatar video that I want to get out. And then it's going to be either Attack on Titan again and then Egghead, or Egghead and then Attack on Titan. Because I was originally hoping to wait a little bit until the Egghead anime gets ahead, so I can use it like at least some of the anime episodes. But it's over now. So, you know, I still need to reread the whole thing, right? So that's why I mostly want to give myself a few more weeks. Because Egghead was so ridiculous that I need to take it all in another time. Where is it? There it is. All right, let me organize my tabs real quick. Okay, I'll talk about that. There we go. And this is One Piece as well. Do you recommend the Avatar? You haven't seen Avatar? You live in the year 2024, you haven't seen Avatar? Absolutely. Absolutely you need to watch Avatar. Without a shadow of a doubt, you need to watch Avatar. Like, with Avatar, there is no caveat. You just watch it. You just watch the whole thing, and it is art. There is no, you need to skip this, you need to do this. You just watch it. It's so good. Absolutely. We're obviously talking about Avatar The Last Airbender, right? We're not talking about like Netflix, or we're not talking about the movie. We're talking about Avatar The Last Airbender, the original animated show by Nickelodeon. That's what we're talking about. Is the kind of thing I'd love. I mean, you have no idea what I would give to be in your position right now. To think that I have all 3 books in front of me without knowing a single thing. Oh my god. Oh, let me do this. There we go. Yeah, I mean, if you haven't seen it, I would absolutely, like, binge the hell out of it. It's a true journey. Extra break week, nothing major. Yeah, that's what I gathered as well. People were making, like, a big deal out of it. Right here. One Piece manga will be on a 3-week hiatus from October 21st to November 11th. It's essentially just a double break week, yeah. I mean, it works out to be 3 weeks, because, you know, it's like 1 week, 2 week, 3 week, but it's nothing major, it's just another break week. 28 days later, did the same cold open a few years before The Walking Dead. It was almost the same shot for shot. I mentioned that in the video, though. Yeah. They replicated a lot from whatchamacallit. From 28 days later. Absolutely. 2015 Chris. I have no idea what he looked like. I've got absolutely no idea what he looked like. Or blue people? Do not... You know what makes me the most mad? Hold on. We gotta talk about this. You know what? We're going on a tangent. We're going on a tangent right away. Avatar 2, I guess? Who decided that the blue people avatar, which is already confusing everyone with this, what is Avatar? The blue people avatar. Bad title. Change it. Who thought that making the second one titled The Way of Water and the third one titled Fire, like, bro, they were literally just doing Avatar. Like, they're just doing Avatar. This is insane. And isn't the fourth one also like Earth something? I don't think it has a title. What is this? The Way of Water, the Seed Bearer. I think they posted this. And this was like what set me off, because it's literally just like the same color scheme, the same adjectives, everything about it is just Avatar. Why would you do that? I don't care for those movies. I saw the first one when it came out. It was like... What was it? 2009. I saw the first one. I was like, eh. It's, you know, it's the typical like fantasy alien type of movie, right? I was like, eh, it's all right. And then, like, 13 years later, they announced that there are going to be like 4. I think they announced that there's going to be like 5 of them right away. But why the hell did it take them like 14, 13 years to make it? I've got no idea. The best thing about this, the second movie, is the water. I mean, I guess it fits because the movie is called The Way of Water. But the water in this movie was absolutely insane. Like the water physics. It was nuts. I don't care about these movies at all, though. Why would you name it Avatar, though? Why would you do that? Change it. It's confusing. Speaking of Avatar, by the way, I guess we might as well talk about it. We got a teeny bit of news about Avatar. Right here. Avatar The Last Airbender animated movie is titled Lost Realm for now. I do think this is probably a placeholder title. I don't think it's actually going to be titled Lost Realm, but I do think there is reason to suspect that it also might be. We'll talk about it in a second. So yeah, this is Aang The Last Airbender was the final title. I didn't think so either because this is the series finale title, and this would have been like undermining the series finale. This comes from a copyright filing, so this is like not something that is up for debate. Right? Like this is 100% set in stone. No two ways about it. The interesting thing here, though, the very, very interesting thing here, if you're paying extra close attention, you might notice a little name at the end here. Steven Yeun. Now, who is Steven Yeun? Glenn. And Invincible. But he is also Avatar 1, right? And that's the interesting thing here. Because if it lists Avatar 1 and the movie is titled Lost Realm, I do think that there could be some kind of weird spirit shenanigans of sort of going back into the past and exploring the past avatars and something like that. Because when I saw this titled Lost Realm, I basically took nothing from it. I thought it was just a placeholder and that's it. But if Avatar 1 is supposed to be in this, then I don't know. I do think there's a chance that we might get something with Juan. Superman Legacy movie? I haven't seen basically any Superman movies at all. Netflix or Paramount. This is going to be in cinemas. This is not going to be on streaming, it's going to be in cinemas. I do think that this projected date of, because right now it's listed for January of 2026, right? But as we talked about before, January is considered like a dump month for movies. What that means is basically they're going to put out movies they know will fail, and it's like they just throw it away, essentially. Thank you for the sub.
Whimsikick, who just subscribed.
Thank you. But yeah, I do think it's not going to be released in 2026. Not 2026, but January. I think it's probably going to be pushed back. Otherwise, it doesn't really make much sense because spending is down. Spending is down in all of entertainment in January, like across the board. That's why like everything super big usually releases around fall time and winter time. That's when like spending is the highest for this kind of stuff. January, February, those are like the months where nothing happens, essentially. I think that is less so the case with streaming, but with cinemas that is especially true. But yeah, that's a very tiny update on the Avatar movie. I still don't know what really to expect from it, because I'm obviously incredibly excited for it, but at the same time, like, I don't know. Like, a lot of the Avatar canon is very, like, messy now. And I think they're gonna have to retcon a bunch of stuff, like, inevitably to make it even make sense. But we'll see. We'll see. I'm excited. I'll watch anything, I'm not gonna lie. Recasting the VAs for the gang. I'm making a video on that. I mean, I'm not really bothered by them recasting the VAs, because a lot of them really... Like, a lot of them have moved on to other things, and, like, getting... Like, with these things, it's usually, like, you either get absolutely everyone, or you should just swap out everyone, right? I watched a series way back in the day. This is from, like, when I was a wee young lad, right? I'll give you an actual example. Huntik, right here. This was a goofy little anime series. It wasn't really anime series. I think it aired on, like, Jetix. And the main dude... what was his name? Is something with L. Locke. There we go. So, as you can see right here, it's 26 episodes and 22 episodes. But as you see with the rest of the main characters, all of them are 52, right? So the rest of them were the same voice actors, but only this guy was swapped out. I cannot watch the show. Whenever I rewatch it, I'm just like, oh, something ain't right. Something ain't right. And I know it's just a different voice actor, but something immediately feels off because everything else is the same and something isn't. And I do think, like, I am very happy that they got Dante Bosco back for Zuko, but they're recasting everyone else. And I think that might seem odd. I'm not sure, but I think mixing new characters with like old, not characters, but like voice actors, mixing new voice actors with old voice actors can be quite confusing. So I don't know. Generally though, like it's been so long since the original series, I'm totally fine with them recasting everyone if they want to. I don't really like fall on either side of the argument. If they want to recast them, sure, why not? If it's like a practical thing, if they want to do something else, I don't really care. Because a lot has changed since the original series, right? This isn't like a we're gonna recast between seasons. It's been literally 2 decades. A lot of the OGs like are still in the community and everything, and I'm sure some of them would like to return, but I don't know. Needless recasting is annoying. Yeah, but in this case, I don't think it's really needless, right? I don't know if they could get everyone. And I think the worst case scenario would be that they get like 50-50. Where like some of them are the same, but some of them are different. I think it would always have that sense of uncanny... Like something would just feel off, right? And it's the same thing we're talking about the Wit remake of One Piece. A lot of people want there to be the old VAs, right? Whereas I don't really think so. I think it would be... I think the old VAs like are an obvious W, right? Like if they could just get everyone from the old VAs, everyone would like it. It's just the easiest W of all time. But considering they're going to be changing the entire thing, it's kind of like You kind of need new VAs, I think. I don't know, like, at the end of the day, it's all going to depend on what the final thing is, right? James Gunn should do One Piece live action. He's really good at this type of stuff. Suicide Squad, Guardians of the Galaxy, most like team adventure things. I don't know a lot of these names. Let me look them up. Oh, it's this guy. Oh yeah, I know this guy. I just didn't know his name for some reason. I mean, I've got no complaints with One Piece live action. I don't really think they need to change the creative team behind it at all. I'm totally fine with what they're doing. New VAs, sound effects, even OSTs, even though some of the OSTs are bangers, let them make new stuff. Yeah, I think that's probably like the best way of approaching it, right? Like, you should definitely do like, you should have the same motifs and the same sort of vibe. Like, you shouldn't fundamentally shift it, like, just because it's a new project. I don't think you should. But I do think you should do, like, enough to... I think the most important thing for me is not whether or not you're doing the same thing or not doing the same thing. I think the most important thing is for it just not to feel wrong and uncanny. Like, you know, it's trying to stitch together different things where they don't really fit anymore. It's like half of the VAs are the old ones, half of the VAs are the new ones. You have like a bunch of new characters that don't really jive with the existing characters. The setting itself also seems to be like fan baiting, you know, like, oh, do you remember this location? It's Bossing Say, but this time it's very different. Just, if you're gonna do a new thing, do a new thing. And don't try to do these cheap little things of, oh, do you remember that? You remember that? Oh my god, we were once there. Do you remember? Aang was there. Like, just don't do it. It's gonna be weird. It's gonna be annoying. If you're gonna do something new, do something new. If you wanna do something that is like more based on the old stuff, lean more into the old stuff. It's all about what you want to do. Yeah, I mean, I think with One Piece, it's a bit, like, easier, right? Because a lot of the VAs, like, even recently, right, they were recasting, who was recast? I think someone got, like, either their health, like, deteriorated or something, but I'm pretty sure, like, someone was on leave for a little while. Yeah, I think it was Frankie. It might have been Frankie. I remember seeing something like that. I don't remember exactly. But I heard stuff around that, yeah. So, like, a lot of the original One Piece VAs, like, let's be real here, I just don't think they can do another series. Do you think there will be new voice actors for the One Piece remake? Based on what Oda has said, and based on the approach they seem to be doing, I think there will be basically entirely new voice actors, yeah. If you mean the Wit remake. I think the Wit remake will have a totally new cast. That's just like the vibe I'm getting, because Oda even said that he doesn't even want there to be like a... I think Oda essentially said that he wants them to do their own thing and not even replicate the original. Which to me is kind of like even spicier. Because I want a replication of the original, I just want it to be updated. But I don't know. Frankie had the same VA and their VA was not in the current episodes because of health issues. Yeah, that's what I remember, yeah. I think so. Yeah, I mean, that's just what happens, right? Because, like, that's, like, another problem with, by the way, the One Piece schedule. Because of how many episodes they make, they just literally need to be there around the clock 24/7. It's kind of absurd, right? That's why people were so surprised that they even got the original cast for Netflix. Because the Netflix Japanese dub is done by the original cast. And that was, like, just another thing on top of what they were already doing. Which is insane. We can talk about this, by the way, because right now, the big delay, right? By the way, look who found my video. I was so freaking surprised by this. It's Liam. I saw a lot of people push back on this. This was really, really weird. There were so many people saying that, like, this break is, like, a bad thing, and I don't see a single negative in it. I responded to Liam here, too. I think this is, like, literally the best thing they could have done. I watched a bit of Liam's video, and I'm so glad that we are essentially on the same exact wavelength. Like, Liam basically said exactly what I said. I felt so vindicated. I was like, yes. Absolutely. Honestly, you raise a very, very good idea. If they got the live action cast to dub the original, not the original, but to dub the Wit version, I think that would be so cool. I think that would be so... I would love that. This is, by the way, another good point. When I was watching the series, I think the dub was like 300 episodes behind. I'm pretty sure it's now caught up. They redubbed the Japanese for the Fishman Island remake. I think so, yes, because the original, like, they have a lot of filler phrases in the anime too, right? And if they want to make it more close to the manga, they kind of need to redub it. So yeah. That was almost caught up. I'm pretty sure it's like basically completely caught up, yeah. Netflix Scott Pilgrim casting the voice actors. I would be totally cool if they did that. I think it would be genius. And I think, like, by the way, from a purely strategic point of view, it would be another point of like a funnel for Netflix where it's like that point of familiarity, right? Where it's like, oh, you watch the Netflix version, the people you already know are working on this thing, which is also, like, associated with One Piece. Come on, come join the party. We got a new thing. And then before you know it, you're reading the manga, you're watching the old anime, you're watching the new anime, you're going to see the movies, you're buying merch, you're doing all of these different things, right? I think absolutely. Honestly, that's such a great idea. But yeah, I do think, Liam also mentioned this in his video. I do think that this is basically going to a seasonal model without actually announcing that they're going to a seasonal model. I think that's what the strategy here is. It's hard to say, right? Like I said here, it's really hard to say, like, whether or not this is, like a structural change or what, but I think it is. I think it is. I think my conspiracy about this being like a thing where they're gonna start adapting on both sides of the time skip, I think that's true. Also, I just realized I forgot my water bottle. Return to Sabaody plus Fishman Island arcs are 27 30-minute episodes in one pace. Toei is gonna shorten it even further, 21 episodes, so we're gonna get an even faster pace, but it's official, about 2.6 chapters per episode. I think the biggest thing that's going to improve that is actually phrasing, and essentially, this is what I always meant by that Toei could do one pace, but like 3 times better. And the reason for that is because they have the source files, and they have ultimate control over what happens. I never imagined that they would do it to this degree, though. I always thought that they would eventually do some kind of remake, some kind of remaster of just cutting it down. I never thought that they would actually redo the frames, and also redo some of the lines. But the thing here is that they can swap around the music, they can swap around the dialogue, they can swap around the scenes, because they have every single asset in isolation. One Piece just doesn't have that. The only thing they have to work with is the base episode, and if the base episode is framed weirdly, they can't fix that. They just can't. Unless they're gonna get, like, people to redo it, which is, I think, like, too expensive for a project like that. Both dub and sub at the same time so that everyone's on the same pace. Less spoilers. I mean, yeah, I hope so too. I hope so too. Like, one of my favorite developments about anime recently is the fact that, like, most series seem to be getting dubs and subs at the same time. I watched the Dandadan dubbed, by the way, the second episode. I thought it was great. I think the dub was excellent. How far can the live action go? Almost 2 years for one season. That's the biggest thing with the Netflix version, yeah. The dub will be caught up. That's why I don't think they wouldn't be at the same time. I think, by the way, we talked about this when Netflix did the announcement. I think the dub being caught up is actually a Netflix thing. I think the only reason why it got caught up so suddenly and so quickly is because they made the deal with Netflix behind the scenes. And if you look at Netflix anime, they're the ones doing the simulcasting releases for both sub and dub. And One Piece now has an exclusive deal with Netflix for the anime. Right? I think that was Netflix. So, I would assume that going forward, it will be the same thing, yeah. Speaking of One Piece, though, there was this. Bandai Namco begins to cut headcount after calling game titles. And one of these... Can I open this, or is it going to be, like, paywalled? I accept. Jesus Christ. I see SAO! I see SAO! What is this? One Piece was a part of this, basically, apparently. Hold on, let me see if I can find a proper thing. I mean, it says right here, including one that features characters from animes like Naruto and One Piece. But there was a post I saw that actually talked a bit more about this. Let me see if I can find it. Oh yeah, this. I mean, this is basically the same thing. Bandai Namco has cancelled development of multiple games, including ones related to One Piece and Naruto. They're also reducing staff through the traditional Japanese approach by sending workers to rooms where they're given nothing to do, putting pressure on them to leave voluntarily. So, I don't know, like, how big this is. Because this just says, some 200 workers, but I don't really know how big this is for them. I've got no idea. I wish I could get through the Bloomberg article, but I'm not going to bother getting through the paywall now. Yeah, because this was incredibly successful, right? Literally everyone's been talking about this game. Dragon Ball Sparkling Zero. Sparking Zero, rather. One Piece live action cast will be committed to One Piece the longer the show goes on. They pretty much can't take any other project, and that's not good as an actor. I think that's a double-edged sword, right? Because, for example, like with shows like The Walking Dead and Daryl Dixon, Norman Reedus has basically gotten the most stable, most well-paying job anyone could ever wish for, and that is why he keeps championing anything to do with The Walking Dead. It is the simplest paycheck of his life. He has made himself comfortable, he has found the single gig that he likes, and he just keeps on doing it, right? So, if the actors of One Piece can do that, and they can get good contracts, I think there's like actually very strong incentive for them not to do anything else, right? Because it's that one reliable job you can always come back to. Otherwise, what's gonna happen when suddenly, like, you finish a movie, and you can't find another job, right? Like, there's no place looking for Monkey D. Luffy. What are you gonna do then? Well, it's gonna be a bad day, right? So, I do think there's validity in saying that, like, there might be there might be problems with them wanting to do other things. Isn't like, isn't Zoro's actor, Makenyu, doesn't he have like a bunch of other things he has going on? I think Makenyu might be the most like dangerous one out of the bunch in terms of leaving. I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, I don't know. But I think if they get good contracts, I don't think they would want to leave. At least not for a long time. Sailor Moon is very popular in Balkans because American cartoons was expensive and someone looks at anime and said this will work. We never had Sailor Moon here at all. What could a good One Piece game possibly be? A fighting game wouldn't have the appeal. I think the best kind of One Piece game would be an open world RPG. I think they probably wouldn't want to tie it into the main story, and they would want to do something that is completely detached. And not detached in the sense that it's Luffy going to a weird island and it's not canon. I mean like it's just set in the same universe and that's it. Basically do what Cyberpunk did, but the reverse. Right? So instead of Cyberpunk making an anime, that kind of has nothing to do with the show. Or even like Arcane. Right? Like Arcane is a show that is based in the League universe. There are some things that you can recognize, but it's completely different, really. Right? They could do something like that, where it's set in the One Piece world, you have devil fruits, you have a bunch of this stuff, but you never hear like Monkey D. Luffy, you never hear Goldie Roger, none of these things. It's just a thing that is set in the One Piece world and that's it. Makenyu be leaving Oda on red? I mean, Makenyu and Oda are apparently getting along very, very nicely, and Makenyu has already shaped Zoro in the manga, according to Oda himself. So... yeah, exactly. I've heard the same thing, yeah. Two big things that would appeal to One Piece fans, exploration and companions. Absolutely, yeah. Yeah. I think if you had a game that is sort of using like the, almost like the Dragon's Dogma system, where like you have your party, right? But make it so that it is very, very heavy on exploration. And obviously you want to have like ship traversal thingies, right? So you want to have like the Black Flag movement system. You'd want to have like the party system of like Dragon's Dogma. And I have no idea how the combat would work. The combat would be like a big one. The combat would be a really, really big one. Because like you'd want to give people the freedom of choosing a devil fruit. But the One Piece combat system is kind of unhinged. So it's also kind of complicated, right? Like you don't really want to lock people into one type of power. But I've got no idea how that would even work like. Dialect from Disco Elysium? I don't think that would really work. I think it would just be like a traditional game. I mean, I would love if they did like a Elden Ring type of game, right? Where it's like, there is a linear progression path, but you have like the whole world to explore and everything. I think it'd be so cool. McKinney's been taking every chance he gets at cons to brag about how he just casually hangs out at Oda's house. Yeah, I've heard that too. I mean, and this is, by the way, like, I've said this before. This is the single best outcome you can have for a live-action production. When the original author of the work meets one of the characters and basically says, bro, you are him. You are him. And then he's going to write Zoro as if he was Makenyu. And I think that is absolutely happening. Every single time I hear this, it is like the best thing ever. You know what I actually really wonder? I really, really wonder what would have happened if Kirkman didn't kill Glenn just as the show was starting. That's what I'm really, really curious about. Because Kirkman has been very, like, Kirkman has talked a lot about Steven Yeun being, like, the best, right? I mean, even in the infamous letter, he said that, like, you know, Steven Yeun is a better Glenn, so we might as well kill off Glenn, in the comic book. So I wonder, like, if there was an alternate universe where Kirkman looked at Steven Yeun and was like, bro, you're him. I'm gonna give you a real good story. The Avatar game? The Avatar game is basically confirmed to be 7,000 years ago. I think so anyway. Hold on, let me double check. Yeah. 7,000 years ago. Thought so. This is confirmed. Like, this is a thing. Let me just bring up my own video. As always, we're going to quote the most worthy news source, Koroto TV. The real guy, the best guy. Where is it? When did I talk about this? Did I make a video on? Oh, I did. A couple of days. There we go. Inspiration. What happened? Or rather, Warhammer to hope. That's all through this. So right now, it's 7,000 years ago. It's 7,000 years ago. I have no idea how it's gonna work because it's a very, very long time off. But this is the thing, and they also released a actual. Hold on, let me bring it up. They released a actual art thingy for it. Avatar new game art. Not that. Avatar Nickelodeon account. This is the art right here. Let me see if I can find it. There it is. So this is the concept art right now. This is 7,000 years ago. There's some sort of weird volcano. Who will the Avatar be in that year? You gotta watch this video. You play the Avatar in this game. Right here. Auto Battle or Hero Collector would be better, like Genshin Impact. I don't like the game, but I think it would be most suitable. I mean, if it's gonna be like freaking a pay-to-win nightmare, you know what? Then I don't want it. That you can take your One Piece game and you know. That's the game though. There's not much known about it, and I'm sure a lot of it is gonna change. Sorry that I didn't read the articles. You just gotta keep up with the best news source, Koroto TV. I cover all the things that matter. All the things that matter are always talked about here. Speaking of video games, how good are my transitions here today? Death Note, the video game. This has been a thing we heard about a while ago. There was like a trademark filed, and now it's been raided in Taiwan. People are apparently talking about that it might be a weird gacha game, it might be like a light novel game, and that it's not an actual game. Because realistically, what kind of game can you make around Death Note? I've got no idea what kind of game you could make around Death Note. I don't have high hopes for this. Pachinko? Imagine if it's actually just pachinko. Death Note 2. This time with 100% more gambling. Yeah, card game could be another one, yeah. Card game could be another one. I think like card game, visual novel, a gacha game. Those are like the most likely in my opinion. I don't see them making like a... What kind of game could you make? Like straight up, like what kind of game can you even make that is centered around Death Note? Is like someone made a comment about this. The game is two dudes trying to dox each other. That's literally what it is. Two people trying to convince themselves, trying to convince each other to dox themselves. That's Death Note. How I wish someone... Wait, hold up. I think you might be cooking. Watch Dogs, but as Death Note. I think you might be cooking. Wait, hold up. You might actually be cooking. It's probably not that. Investigate mystery solving game? Something like that, yeah. I'm expecting like more of a point and click type of thing, and not really anything that is, you know, like super engaging. But at the same time, it's rated for both PlayStation 5 and PlayStation 4, so it doesn't really seem like a, you know, just a throwaway thing. So finished Attack on Titan last week, currently going through all your retrospectives. Oh, well, I hope you have fun. There's a new one coming probably next week. The Season 3 big finale. Oh my god, I'm dreading making it. It's gonna be so freaking long. It's gonna be so long. Yeah, this is just the English title. I guess we'll just have to wait and see what this is. I'm not expecting anything to be super excited about. I'll say that. I think it's just gonna be some weird nonsense probably. Last thing we gotta talk about. The Robert Kirkman. I can't play this because I get blasted. But Invincible Season 3. I tweeted out about this because these freaking trailers, these are like the most creative things I have seen in my life. Whoever is doing the marketing for Invincible needs more money. Just pay them more. They keep making this. This is not a trailer, but it is a trailer, right? These are like pseudo scenes that would happen in universe, but it's completely breaking the fourth wall. It's excellent. There was like this right here, right? Hold on, let me see if I can play this at least.
Cardio, speed, cardio. All right, we're taking over your training. Training? What training? What training?
We're gonna wait. We're gonna wait a little bit so I don't get blasted.
Okay, how about weightlifting, cardio, speed, damage resistance, flexibility, battle tactics, reaction, and punctuality.
Do you see the joke? That is gonna be punctuality 2023 is 2024, right? Like they're late and they know it.
That's so much stuff. Okay, when is this all gonna start?
I thought you'd never ask.
Come on.
We're a top secret organization, Mark, and we need to.
No mid-season break, February 6th. So yeah, I love how like what's the word? I forget what the word is. But I love how like they're leaning into the fourth wall breaky jokes. There was another thing right here. Right here.
Storyboarding, voice acting, key pose.
Self-aware, yeah, that's what I was looking for. Like just like this right here, where it's just like him drawing and suddenly it's Steven Yeun in the booth. It's excellent. They did the whole thing in like in season 2 as well, right? Where they were talking about like how hard animation is, and it was like sometimes they even cut away from the mouth so you don't see their mouth flaps, and sometimes you cut away from the scene completely, and it was like constantly following the camera with what they were saying. I love it. And I think like Invincible is the best kind of series to do this kind of stuff, right? Because like the overall vibe of it is sometimes very goofy, so I think it fits. There are not a lot of shows that could really do this kind of like super fourth wall breaky stuff, and it would like seem charming and make sense. Whereas with Invincible, it just somehow works really well. in the comic it was the same joke but reusing panels. That's brilliant. That's brilliant. It's true though. It's true though. A lot of the comic panels are like very, very heavily reused. It's very true. Very, very true. Imagine if I could get an interview with Kirkman. One day. One day. Maybe I should try like reaching out to Skybound and ask. If I did an interview with Kirkman, man. I would have so many things I need to ask him. So many different things. Should get an interview with him? I would love to. I would love to. I think like a lot of the stuff I would want to ask, like I don't think he'd answer. Because I would want to know like the ins and outs of the comic story, for example, with The Walking Dead and like what happened there and stuff like that, you know. And I don't think he'd ever really answer that. Like I would want to ask, for example, like what's going on with him and AMC essentially, right? Like, is he still in talks with them? What's going on with the Walking Dead IP? Is he still keeping up with it? What does he think about it? Like, what, like, in his mind is going on with the Walking Dead IP? Because one thing that he always said is that he will write The Walking Dead so long as it's fun for him, right? He stopped it suddenly. He said that he thinks he will go to issue 300, and he said, I won't stop as long as it's fun. And I think it's going to be fun for a long time. And it suddenly stopped. That implies that, you know, he was not having fun with it. And that was happening, like, right around the time when AMC was a dumpster fire. So, I would love to, like, really ask what's going on with him and with the IP as a whole. And I would also really want to ask him if he had a plan between the Whisperers and the Commonwealth. Because I think, like, the Commonwealth is essentially like a slightly artificial way to essentially time skip the story again. Right where, like, we get to the Commonwealth and it's already developed, and suddenly we have a civil war going on. That's what we should have done with Alexandria. But we just didn't have enough time. So we skipped toward a community that already has 50,000. Oh my god. I would love that so much. One day. One day. One day. We don't know reviews or talk about a show while it's airing, so it's kind of difficult for studios to get you on a press thing. Yeah. 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 If I was smart, I would be farming all of these shows when they were coming out. Like, the funniest thing about my channel is that I literally wait for a thing to be over and then I start talking about it. I mean, I kind of did that with Attack on Titan, right? Because with Attack on Titan, I was originally planning on starting the series when it was over. And the only reason why I started it beforehand is because they announced that it's going to be over in like 2 years. And I was like, bro, ain't no way, I'm not waiting. So I just started making videos on it right away. I would love to hear like Kirkman's take on what's going on with this though. Especially like I think the biggest thing for me was like reading what George R.R. Martin was talking about, like his legacy and stuff with Game of Thrones. I would really want to chat with Kirkman about that. Because like he has been incredibly successful in going from like The Walking Dead straight into Invincible, right? So I would just want to know like what's his vision going forward? Because it's not often you see like two series shoot off into the stratosphere like twice in a row essentially, and it's not like Game of Thrones and then House of the Dragon. It's like the same universe, right? Like The Walking Dead and Invincible, those are completely different things. Like there was the show. What was it called? I'm thinking of Outsider, but that's a Stephen King book. What was it called? Outcast. That's the one. Outcast was decently popular, but I don't think it was like anywhere close to what Invincible is doing right now. And that was like another show that he had very, very, that was very successful. That was 2016, 2017. I would just love to pick his brain about this stuff. Your predictions are spot on for AOT? Mostly, yeah. Mostly, yeah. I obviously didn't get any of the weird spacey timey-wimey stuff. But I think in terms of themes, and that's what I always mean by people said that the ending was bad and that it came out of the blue. If it came out of the blue, why did I predict it before the manga was out? Like, I was an anime only and I called it. Like, it was very, very telegraphed. And that's not a bad thing, that's a good thing. It was extremely tonally consistent. And with Isayama's writing, like, there's a reason why I always bring it up in the retrospectives. It was like with the... Everything was a Chekhov's gun and everything was a clue. And as long as you followed along with those, he never did, like, weird subversions of expectations. Like, most of the time, he carried on these themes to their logical conclusions. It is Appa, yes, you can see his tail. You can see his tail right there. Where do I move? That's his tail. Same reason why people think the ending of Naruto is completely out of the blue, lack of media literacy. Yeah, I think I do have problems with the ending of Attack on Titan 2. It's not, I don't think it's like perfect, but I think thematically, let me put it this way, I think it is thematically perfect, and I think like 90% of the through lines that it has, I think are perfect, like absolutely excellent. But there are a few things that I still have problems with. I'll talk about them in the retrospective, otherwise I'm gonna go on a rant. There are like a few small details in there that I think could have been maybe not done better, but just done differently. We'll get to them eventually. You're playing rock, paper, scissors with another streamer right now. Which one are you picking? I don't know. I don't know. Do I win like $1 million if I play with someone who does some kind of like weird thing where like you play rock, paper, scissors with me? The winner gets $1 million. Do I have the option to choose that? I would play rock, paper, scissors. I would play rock, paper... What? That's the stream. I would play rock, paper, scissors with Charlie. You know why? Because we could finally tell the world that there are two short kings. That would be the strat. How tall is Charlie again? Yeah, he's taller than me. He's very slightly taller than me. But still, we would get the message across. Attack on Titan is my first anime. Any other ones you would recommend? Oh, there are a lot. Death Note is an easy one, yeah. Which one would you pick? You mean in terms of rock, paper, scissors? I would always do rock. Rock and stone. Rock and stone forever. In terms of other animes, like Death Note is always the very, very easy recommendation. But there are like... What I would recommend is going, like, basically go on Google, write the type of stuff you're interested in, then do a, like, any anime like, and then add Reddit at the end. And then look through very, very old Reddit threads. That's how you'll find very good stuff that, like, precisely fit your interests. I obviously recommend stuff like Kaiji, right? Like, all the classics, those are always great. Watch the original Berserk, why not? Watch Mushishi, that's great. Watch... I really want to recommend One Piece, but it's too big. There's so many great shows. Monster, yes. Yes, Monster is like the GOAT. Oh, but wait. If Attack on Titan is your first one, watch Monster. Yes, Monster is probably like the... Excellent. You're both tied. Please pick again. What is this? I'm still gonna pick Rock. Rock and Stone forever. Monster is a good start. I feel like Monster, I've said this before, I'm gonna keep repeating this until I die. Monster is only an anime because they couldn't get the budget to make a live-action show. I know it doesn't even make sense because making a live-action show would be cheaper. But it is only an anime because they couldn't get a live-action show. Nothing about Monster is anime in any form except for the fact that it is anime. Also, you gotta watch JoJo. Watch JoJo. All of it. I know parts 1, not really 2. 2 is great. Part 1 is kind of eh. Watch JoJo, though. And then read it. All of it. I just remembered Liam really do be lurking on One Piece YouTube. I see him commenting on random One Piece reaction videos. Bro lives and breathes this stuff. He commented on a video of mine. So yeah, absolutely. I woke up one day. I think this was like, I think this was like Sunday, right? Liam is right there. I've got no idea how he even finds this stuff. Because this is my second channel. I've got no idea how he finds this stuff. I like that about Monster. Don't care for a lot of anime tropes. Yeah, I think like there's not a lot of shows that are like as grounded as Monster. Like there's Vinland Saga. Vinland Saga is another one. Like if you watch Attack on Titan, watch Vinland Saga like right away. That's like another thing where like it's the simplest, most easy recommendation of all time. Even thematically, it's basically like the exploration of the same thing, but like flipped on its head, right? If you like the core themes of Attack on Titan, Vinland Saga is like the easiest W ever. Serial Experiments Lane is actually also a pretty good exploration of those same themes, to be honest. I haven't read it, no. No. Oh yeah, Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, that's another one. Don't watch Code Mid-Ass, though. Don't watch Code Mid-Ass. You shouldn't watch Code Mid-Ass. I don't like Code Mid-Ass. The only good thing about Code Geass is the ending. That's it. The only one. Kaguya-sama if rom-com. I finally got around to watching the movie. It was peak fiction. I loved it. It was peak fiction. Kaguya-sama is like literally JoJo, but it's about like a weird rom-com. I love it. It's the dumbest thing ever. Also, you gotta watch Spy Family. That's just like for cuteness. Oh my god, and Frieren. Bro, now that I think about it, there's like too many good shows. Good luck. Good luck getting through all of them. I kind of, I think it would be interesting to do a video where like I go down like a list of stuff that is like an easy recommendation with no caveats, right? Because so I talk about this stuff a lot on stream, where it's like there's a bunch of stories where like, oh, you should watch this, but... right? And I don't want to recommend stories with buts. I just want to say, like, you should watch this. Like, go watch Vinland Saga. It's peak fiction. Go watch Attack on Titan. It's peak fiction. Just these simple recommendations with no strings attached. One day, One Piece is going to get that too. One day. There's not going to be any kind of, I know it's long. I know, like, you've tried it before. You need to get to episode 39. No, just go watch it. One day we'll get that. One day very soon, hopefully. Alright, let me close all this off. Let me check if there's any more news. And then we'll probably hop onto a little bit of Satisfactory. All right, I don't think any more pressing news is dropped. Manga goes crazy. A lot of people are saying like to check out the I assume you're talking about Kaguya or what? Where does it pick up? Because I think like people have been talking about the season 4 thing, right? That it's like there's a lot of material to adapt, but no one's really sure they're gonna adapt it. I don't know. Are you going for the Aaron look? No. No. I'm going for the look that requires the least amount of attention. And it turned out that it's slightly longer hair. Unironically. All right, let me do that. Whoops. I closed off something important. Special One Piece fan letter episode this week. Yeah, I'm very excited for that. That's happening on the 20th, I think. This is this Sunday, right? Oh yeah, I know about the Asmon stuff. I did. I saw a bit of that. I don't know like the full lore behind it, so I'm not like entirely sure. I did see like bits and pieces of it. Yeah, it's looking bad. It's looking bad, but I don't know. I'll look into it at some point. I have so much stuff open. Oh, and also, the Steam Next Fest thing is going on. I really want to try, like, the Ludwig game. The platform fighter thingy that's kind of like Super Smash Bros. I want to try that. Content creators have waited and have suddenly gotten tons of copyright claims. That's weird. Whoops. That's me, sorry. Alright, there we go. Alright, let me show you with what I've been obsessed with. There's been a situation happening. So, basically, World of Warcraft is kind of like, I've done a lot of stuff in WoW now, so I was looking for a new game to play while I'm eating breakfast, right? Because that's my breakfast ritual. I eat my smoothie with a spoon. If you've watched all of my other content, the thing I always say about the chocolate smoothie with a spoon, I'm not lying. I do that every single morning. So I sit here, I eat my chocolate smoothie with a spoon, and I play a video game while watching YouTube videos in the morning, right? So I needed a new game to play while watching YouTube videos. And that turned out to be Satisfactory because I've done all the stuff I wanted to do in WoW for now. And needless to say, I have been a little bit obsessed. So what I was doing today is I was working on getting up my coal thing, right? I left off here. Let me take you back home and I'll show you my base. I've been doing a lot of things here. This game has sort of absorbed my life. Please don't fall off. Alright. Let me show you this. This is my first playthrough, right? So it's very, very, very janky, but that's kind of like what makes it all the better. Because when I think about the first time I beat Factorio, it was like 10 times worse than this. Also, that's a slug right there. Alright, I'm gonna go back. Slowly but surely. Spaghetti-O? Oh, it's worse than Spaghetti-O. Also, hold on, let me turn up the volume a little bit. Audio. This is how you know I was watching YouTube videos. Alright, there we go. I have no idea how this automated system is gonna work, and that's why I wanted to figure it out on stream, because I thought it would be funny. So I built this thing, right? Like the big space thing. Apparently, back in the day, that was actually the end of the game. Because I was talking to a friend who's played the game, and apparently the space thing was basically where everything ended. So I've got no idea. Anyway, this is my base right now. So this is my newest place of operations for iron stuff. Right, this right here. Oh, all of my power is down. God damn it. So this is where all of my iron gets smelted. Then it gets split up into 2 lanes. One of these things is making rods. The other is making plates. And then they all get merged. They go in... They go through this right here. Right, as you can see. A completely normal system that does everything it's supposed to do. And definitely isn't spaghetti. All around through here. All around to here. Some of these lines go through machines, which is totally fine. Right here, for example. And then it goes all the way down here, and this is working on the modular frames, right? These are the things I need right now. And these things were making the advanced smart plating that I realized I don't even need. Which is a bit of a problem, right? But I have all this stuff here. Alright, and then up here, I've been working too. Because the reason why this factory exists is because I got really mad at my existing factory because it was bad. Right? So this was the existing factory. But it was working really, really badly, so I just made a new one. What I was doing here was I was making the rotors, I think? Oh, this is screws. I think this is making the rotors. Yeah, so this is making rotors, but I realized I don't need them. So I started putting them into this thing that basically, like, scraps everything, and I got, like, 11 tickets. I don't know what to buy with the tickets, but I have the tickets. So that's one thing. But this was very, very slow, so I got annoyed. And even more so than with this. Like, this is making reinforced plates, and I need reinforced plates for the conveyor belts. And it was really slow, so I made another factory. But if we go up here now, this is the final bit of my expansion. This is my energy production. Now, it is really, really janky, and the problem is, I did the math, and the distribution of this is so bad that now I'm working on a coal generator, because I'm just gonna leave it as is. I'm not gonna fix it. We're just gonna make a new factory, because that's what I do. Look at this. So this has 49 fuel in it. This has no fuel in it. And all of this stems from the fact that this distribution system is complete garbage. But, you know, it is what it is. You win some, you lose some. So we're gonna fix it. And by fix it, I think we're just gonna... Oh my god. I think we have a... I think we have a bit of a crisis situation. Do 16 in there. Alright. We're gonna do that. Put 12 in there. We just want to get these back up and running. How many hours have you spent on this game? I think I have like only 8 or something like that. I don't have a lot. But I am high-key obsessed with it. It's gonna become like my watching stuff game. Because it's like the perfect mixture between requiring a lot of attention and requiring no attention at all. You know, it's like really, really weird. The thing I really like about it over Factorio is that I feel like it's a lot more chill. Like, I'm not getting attacked by anything. I don't run out of resources. I can just keep making stuff. The only stressful thing about this game is the goddamn power grid just exploding. Okay, but we have a problem. We're kind of running on borrowed time. I think I need to go get wood. Let's go get wood, then I'm gonna hook up the coal system. I think that might be very, very loud on stream. Hold on. Turn it down to like 15. There we go. Didn't like the biters coming all the time. I wasn't really that concerned with the biters coming. My biggest problem was the like when I sometimes just like zoom out. What's the word I'm looking for? Zone out. When I just zone out while watching something, and I get attacked, and then the attack just spirals, right? Like they destroy one side of the base, and while I'm fixing that side of the base, they're already attacking something else, and you like get stuck in this annoying death loop. So it's not really even about the fact that they're attacking and destroying one spot. Is the fact that everything suddenly breaks. What is this? Oh, is the tractor being out of fuel? Okay. Is this the thing I already marked? Yes, locked door, so I need to power this. But yeah, the biggest thing for me is just the fact that, like, the resources don't run out, and that I'm not getting attacked. I can just run around, I can go AFK for, like, 20 minutes. Like, this morning, I was waiting for something to be produced, so I just went downstairs and did the dishes. It was great. One Piece stuff? Yeah, I already talked about it. There's nothing, like, super major, I just talked about the delay. And apparently there's a One Piece game that has been scrapped in some capacity. That's about it. That's like the super TLDR stuff. Alright, let me see. It's 2.7. Okay, that'll be enough for now. I think if I get up the coal system running up today, I don't think I'm gonna have to worry about this wood stuff. And I need to get a new poker. Manga's going on a break. Yeah, that's the break I'm talking about, yeah. Not the anime one. It's like it's functionally a 3-week break, but it's not anything like out of the ordinary, right? It's just like a regular break that happens to be extended because there's another break, I guess. Alright, so I think this should be enough to last me until I finish the call system. Alright, let's try and set it up. So I had this thing that I need to go and deconstruct. Hold on. Bro. Come on. Okay, oh, wait, oh, no, it's being delivered. It's being delivered. Hold on. Let's see how much of it gets through. That one's empty. Okay, good. This one is also empty. Good. And those are also empty. Okay. Let's wait for this little batch to go through. Okay, we're gonna run on one fuel. Let's see if we can like outpace the power thing production. We just need to hit that like escape velocity of this, and then I think we'll be good. So these are MK2, those are MK2, that's MK2, also MK2, MK2, MK2. So all this is MK2. I mean, there's no need speeding that up. Okay, I think we've hit, like, the good escape velocity. Okay, yeah. So that's another one coming in just as this one burns up. Okay, we're good. Okay, now we need to hook up the call system. I don't know how it works. We're gonna have to figure it out. Can I deconstruct from here? Okay, there we go. I need to build the truck station. Whoops. Not that. The truck station. And I somehow need to hook both of them up with the tractor. One Piece Fighting Path is the best One Piece game yet. I've heard very good things about the, what was it, like One Piece Odyssey, about that game. I've heard that that's a fun one. We have a problem. I forgot where I put the thing. Where did I put the... I think I did it right there. Also, I discovered a weird glitch in here. Like, if you do this and then you jump, you sometimes, like, gain extra momentum, and I think you can sort of cheese the movement system a little bit. Alright, right here. So, this is where I need to build the other truck station. Right? How do I put it? Because it's all going on that side, but we'll just do it like that, whatever. And we'll do this as unloading coal base. Alright. Now, obviously, this is out of power. Do I have, like... I mean, I don't think this is gonna really work, but whatever. I'm gonna hook it up to the main electricity grid for now. Concrete objective? I honestly have no idea. I know that in Factorio, you're just making rockets, right? I don't know if there's an actual end goal for this. I've got no clue. Because in Factorio, you launch like one rocket and the game essentially is done, right? And then you can optimize your factory to make as many rockets as you can. I don't know if that exists for Satisfactory. I assume it does, because there is like the progression path you go through. Like right here, like phase 2, right? I don't think I can open it up here. But I don't know where that ends. I'm going in like completely clueless. Okay, how the hell do I do this? Edit this node. Wait. Yeah, I know there's the space age thing. Yes. I haven't played it yet. I'm gonna play it at some point. Now Factorio is like launching a rocket and doing that on like 15 different planets or something. I don't remember how many planets there are, but there are many. Like way more than I expected. I guess we're gonna rig a power line all the way over there. I guess. Bro, these can be long, boys. Look at this. I love your Let's Improvise vibe. I mean, I've been like an MMO player for most of my life, right? So with most games, I want to know everything like inside out. But sometimes when I find a game like this, I'm just kind of like, I'm gonna figure it out. I'm gonna figure it out. I think with games like that, I did that with Elden Ring, right? Like when I was first playing Elden Ring, I think it was like one of the greatest gaming experiences I've ever had, because I literally had no idea what was going on. I was just doing stuff and things were happening and it was magical. Like Elden Ring was one of the first ever games that I got truly lost in like a decade. I hadn't had that feeling since like OG Minecraft and like OG World of Warcraft. When you find those experiences, that's what I cherish. Please don't kill me. Please don't kill me. Please, please don't. Please, no. Please, I'm gonna poke you. I'm gonna poke you with my electricity stick. Bozo. Got him. I think the other one ran into the ocean. El Bozo. Alright, so this is where I left off the little tractor. The little tractor, alright. I should probably drive it back, right? Why is it here? I thought I left it... Anyway. $30 until PoE. Yeah, I'll probably try it. We'll see what I do with it. I definitely want to try it on stream, like my first ever proper time playing it. Because the only thing with PoE I've played is, like I said, I played like way back in the day. When I think it was just an evolution of Diablo 2. And that was like... I don't think seasons even existed when I was playing it. It's been so long that I honestly have no idea. Alright, we have coal coming in. So how do we make this work? How work? How work? How work? Where truck? Oh! Wait, is that why my tractor is flashing with the alarm sign? Is something wrong with it? Did it hit something? Bro. El Bozo. I do wish there was like a better way in general of keeping oh, I think it's just out of power. Okay, yeah. Yeah, it's just out of power. Let me go get some of the coal. I think it would be great if there was like better ways of keeping especially with games like PoE and like WoW and all these other games. I wish there was a way of better testing these things without like spilling the beans on a bunch of cool secret stuff. Because I think like with an MMO, you should have the same experience you have like with Elden Ring, right? Where like everything is unknown, everything is new, and no one knows anything. But because the games are so massive in scale, you kind of need to do a lot of testing on them. Otherwise, they're going to be broken messes. It's kind of like the paradoxical thing with MMOs, unfortunately. I'm guessing it's the same thing with PoE. Next episode of Dawn to Dawn is going to be 2 chapters. I was actually thinking about doing an experimental series on the channel with the Dawn to Dawn where it's just like, Oh, there it goes! There it goes! Okay, I think we have coal production. What I was saying, I was thinking of doing because I'm really enjoying Dawn to Dawn right now. I think it's the perfect amount of weird quirkiness and actual compelling character writing that I think, you don't see that often. I'm really vibing with it so far. And I was thinking about doing like an experimental video of sorts of just like, a very low-key, very low edited type of vibe that I could do regularly to talk about like things that I don't really want to spend like a full week writing a 40-minute video about. I was thinking about something like that. But I don't know. Very limited testing in PoE, very select people, group of people with strict NDAs. I wish that's how they did with everything. Right? Because I'm pretty sure there would be a ton of people Because, like, with content creators, the reason why content creators want to do public testing is because it's free content, right? Like, every single, for example, WoW streamer, the reason why they're on the PTR all the time is because it's new content that most people never see. So it's literally just free content, right? What I wish companies did more is looked for people who are actually super, super into the game and actually want to just test it and push it to its limit just for the sake of testing it. Under an NDA and everything. Like, make it 100% legit and everything. That's what I would want. Whoops. Where is my tractor? Okay, my tractor is sitting at the base. Let's see if it comes back. So this should be loaded into the vehicle. Let's see if the vehicle is loaded. Let's wait. You know what? To better capture this this very, very big sense of spookiness, I'm gonna go grab my water, and if it moves when I come back, it's gonna be good. Please tell me it's moving. Why is it not moving? Why is it not moving? Did it... Oh, no, please. Please. A automated tractor is all I ever wanted. Oh my god. Yeah, I think I set it to 2 minutes, but I'm pretty sure 2 minutes have passed. Oh, it's driving back! Okay, we're gonna wait for it. We did it. We did it. I think it's working. I think it's working. Even the characters you don't expect get depth inevitably. You get that character moment, so no matter how side characters they are. I am really, really vibing with... I still don't know their names, right? Like, this is once again, I'm watching a new series. I don't know the name of anyone. I know 0 names. No names. At all. I am that person for which people usually, like authors, write 50 different mentions about who they're indicating. Because I don't remember names. At all. I'm in book 2. I'm like halfway through book 2 of Stormlight Archive, right? And there's a bunch of characters who are like supposed to be very close with the main duo. I still don't remember all of their names. I only know the big ones. I am so bad with names. It is not even funny. Alright, let's see what it does. Names are hard, faces are easy. Exactly, exactly. That's why I've always said, like, the first thing I'm going to use smart glasses for is an IRL HUD. I literally need a name card, like, on top of everyone's head. Because I can guarantee you... What?! Why did it just drive off? How do I... Yeah, how... Why? Oh. Why is there no... How do I... Okay, I'm gonna go back to the base camp and see what's going on there. Yeah, what I was going to say, there were people, like when I was in high school, there were people who I studied with for 3 years and I still didn't know their names. It happens. When you trace the path, you have to pause in front of the station. So I'm gonna have to redo this path. God damn it. God damn it. Okay, I'll redo it. I'll redo it. I'll redo it. I'll redo it. Bridge 4 crew is so confusing. It's not even the Bridge 4 crew, right? Like, Kaladin, those I remember, those are the goats. But everyone is like, I even forget our names. Like, there is the dude that sounds like Dalaran from World of Warcraft. That's like the supposed king, right? And the other dude, like the younger dude. I get all of them mixed up. The only way I can tell them apart is by the vibe. Because one of them is cool, the other one is not cool. Kaladin is the goat, though. The Kaladin story is easily, like, my favorite out of the entire thing. I could deal with Game of Thrones because at least they had faces. Yeah. Like, when I was, I first watched the show for Game of Thrones. So when I was reading Game of Thrones, well, theoretically or technically, it's a Song of Ice and Fire. But yeah, when I was reading through Thrones, I automatically just associated them with the actors, right? So it was like no big deal for me. Whereas with this, I have literally 0 point of reference. Please don't drive off. Please don't drive off. Please don't drive off. Please don't drive off. Oh, please. How do I disable autopilot? Can you look at the blue arrow, Control C, then Control V, change it to pause? I think you need to delete the node. I don't know what that does. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to just redo it. Okay, what if I try to do like this, right? Oh, okay, I think I can. Hold on, I think I can do it. But maybe now it's gonna get like confused. Delete path. Okay, let's just do it again. Let's just do it again. Let me just like... Is the... Oh, it says like unload, so I guess I can just do it from here. Okay. Start recording. Alright, now I lock in. We're making the single most optimized path. Going at a full 70 miles per hour. Or kilometers, actually. I'm on the correct units of measurement. And yes, I do mean correct. We lock in. I'm gonna get stuck between the trees. I already did this once. Now don't fall the cliff. Don't fall off the cliff. Don't fall off the cliff. The robot's gonna do it better than me. It's smarter than me. Alright. Full efficiency. Full efficiency. Use gravity to your advantage. Keep falling. There we go. Now, perfect. Now, full efficiency, 70 kilometers an hour. All right, now we go right into the station. Just like that. Did that work? Let's assume that worked. Full speed. Full speed. All right. Perfect. The robot's gonna do it better. There's nothing to worry about. All right. I don't know if it's actually recording like how fast I'm doing this and everything. I think it is. I think it's literally recording everything I'm doing, every single key press. Let's go out on the road because it's gonna be probably slightly faster. There we go. I call it a road. It's not a road. It's just a thing that looks like a road. For some reason. Alright. Okay. And now I should be able to save path. Call retrieval. Yes. And now enable autopilot. Wait time 90 seconds. Look at this! Oh, we are gaming. Okay, now we do this. Ken Takakura? I'm pretty sure, because when you describe him as the Clint Eastwood of Japan, I've heard that comparison many times before, so I think I must have seen it at some point. Also, why does this need a separate power system? Problem fixed. Now. Calden is the GOAT, but in book 3 and 4 I had a few new favorite characters. I was really enjoying... What's her name? The lady on the other side. Like the wizard. I guess I don't want to spoil it, but the ending of the first book, I was very, very surprised by how the first book ended. I was very, very surprised. Because their story was, obviously I think it was going to converge with Kaladin, and it's already converging to some capacity, right? And I thought both of them were going to be very important, but, you know, they really weren't. And I was like, hey, yo. Hey, yo. We'll see. Everyone's learning English. Why can't Americans learn the metric system? The most beautiful thing about the metric system is that there's nothing to learn. There is absolutely nothing to learn about the metric system. It's just times 1000. Literally all you need to know. Just times 1000. Just add 3 zeros. It's done. Should I be replacing this stuff? Way of Kings because there's no single protagonist. Yeah, I really liked the way they were doing like that dual storytelling type of deal. I don't know if there's any point in replacing these. Anyway, I'm getting distracted. Let's work on this. Coal power generators. I wanted to get a few more rotors. That's what I wanted to do. The whole Voidbringers thing, that's where I'm like, I was like, I don't know what's going on there. I want to know more. I just need to, I need to keep reading it. I'm super excited to see where it goes. The only thing I want now is like some sort of adaptation of it. But I think like, with the stuff they have there, I think adapting it would be so freaking hard that it's insane. Let me deposit all this weird alien stuff here for now. I just have too much crap. Hold on. That's ore. Put it in there. It's sulfur. Put it in there. We gotta manage the power situation first. Alright, so now we have plenty of rotors, plenty of wires, plenty of hardened things. Great. Converts perfectly between units. Yeah, the amount of memes I've seen where like people look at like a cubic meter of water, and it's like not a cubic meter, a liter of water, and they're like, "Oh, what do you mean it's 1 kilogram?" Like it is. That's how it works. 1 liter is 1 kilogram. It's very simple. That's why we like it. Very simple. Definitely not a cubic meter. Definitely not. I genuinely do not understand the Imperial system for anything. And there are people who say that the Imperial system works better for certain things, and I'm just like, what do you mean? Like, what do you mean? He's big. Jesus Christ. Oh, and it's gonna need water, right? Because I'm gonna need steam. I think I messed up. I think I should have made... I think I should have done the power grid. I think I should have done the power... But we have water here. We have water here. Hold on. Let's see. Let's see if we can improvise, adapt, and overcome. Water extractor. Oh, I need copper sheets. I had those. Holding control when placing things makes them line up better. I kind of like how janky it is, but I should probably do that, yeah. Can I not die from here? Good. You can divide parts of it by 60 in whole numbers, as if that matters. You see, the beautiful thing about metric is that, like, you don't... When you need to divide things, everything is very simple because it's all in just... you just move the dot. It's very simple. And, like, the whole 0 to 100, like, I'm sorry. You don't need to measure the difference between 90 degrees Fahrenheit and 93 degrees Fahrenheit. That is pointless. When it's 30 degrees outside, it is very hot. When it's 20 degrees outside, it is okay-ish. 10 degrees, kind of cold. 0 degrees, the freezing temperature of water. Very simple, ice forms. 100 degrees, water boils, turns into steam. Very simple. Oh my god. Whenever I hear people arguing about this, I want to rip my hair out. Because it's confusing. It's like the same reason. I've thought about this this is like one of my dumbest takes ever, by the way. I've often thought about why doesn't the entire... I'm prepping you. This is really dumb. I've thought about multiple times, like, why doesn't the entire world just run on a single time zone, right? Like, obviously, times would be completely different across the world. Like, 3 a.m. for you would be completely different than my 3 a.m., right? But I've thought about how simple things would be if there were no time zones. You just say, do you want to meet up at 3? And it's like, oh, 3 is nighttime, my time. And it's like, oh, okay. So, when can we meet? Stuff like that, you know? It wouldn't work. I've watched like multiple videos on why it's a very, very dumb idea and it would never work. But it's a fantasy I could live with. Okay. Now I need water extractors. Putting the coal generators next to the lake. Yeah, I was, that's what I was thinking. I think I messed up. Because the place where I have coal, look where it is. I could have just made the refinery right here, instead of pushing, like, all the coal back to my base. And I think that might actually be the right call, and I might actually stop this. It won't be bad to have. Is there a way of, like, maxing out storage and not, like, letting it fill up all the... I guess it doesn't matter. I could just let it fill up. And we could do this. Okay, important question. Can I dig up all... Not dig up. Is there a way to pump out all the water that is going to run out? Or is it also infinite? Because if it's infinite, then there's no worries. But if I can accidentally drain this entire thing, then that's a big problem. Okay, water's infinite. Okay, great. So then I can work this. It's fine, I can just do this here. But it's big. Resource not deep enough. Okay, hold on. That's one.
That may indeed be water. Try submerging your arm. If it does not dissolve, that will narrow down the range of possibilities.
Thank you.
You could just pipe it to a coal-powered generator and see what happens.
There we go. Bigger lake, more generators. Yeah, I think if I can squeeze in, like, there we go. That should be enough. Aiden, why would I be following anything to do with him? He's like the biggest clown ever. Pipeline pump. I've got no idea what these things are, so we're just gonna do this. Oh, junction. Okay, hold on. So what I need to do is I wanna pump in 2 of these and 2 of these, and then I want to pump them together, and then we're gonna take them to the thing. Pump it into there.
Fix-it pipelines can contain any fluid, including the water necessary for coal-powered generators.
There we go.
Note, water
Oh,
does not
I'm dumb.
flow
Hold up.
upwards by itself. While water extractors provide some lift, to truly defy gravity, consider the use of pipeline pumps.
There we go. And now, pump that into right there. And right there. Max throughput of pipes. You know what? We're just gonna wing it for now. If we're not using it fully efficiently, it is what it is. This does seem like overkill, but you know what? We're gonna work with it for now. All right, now I need to pipe it. Pipe is too long. Wait. I should just do it here. Because it's going to be easier to move the coal than it is to move this. Yes, let's do it right here. This is where we're going to build my my industrial plant with coal. Let's just do it like there.
Interesting, most pioneers already had coal power set up by this point because they understood their responsibility to humanity.
Shut up!
Adjusting pioneer attitude metrics. Reminder, coal-powered generators require coal.
Shut up! Okay. Okay, there we go. So now we have dedicated things for us. It's gonna be fine. We're gonna have some mild clipping, but it's gonna be fine. Being sassy today. If this is what AI is gonna look like IRL, then I don't want it. If it's gonna be so condescending to me, adjusting expectations, shut up. What do you mean adjusting expectations? What was that supposed to mean? Adjusting expectations. Surface to uneven. There we go. Look at it go. Alright, let me bump it up there. There we go. Marvin from Hitchhiker's Galaxy. The only AI I want is like the ones in Detroit Become Human because they were cool. Not now, of all... Oh my god. Is it seriously gonna... No, okay, hold on. I think realistically, and this seems to be like the common understanding nowadays, even a human level AI right now would be basically alien. Like, it wouldn't be like a person at all. So, I don't really know. Okay. So, we got this. So, oh, of course they need power. Why does everything need electricity in this world? Okay, hold on. All right. All right. That's one. That's two. Link that up. Link that up. Just do like one more for good measure. Okay, there we go. So these things should be going. We don't want to flush anything. Okay, I think we're gonna have to jumpstart the old system. Yeah, I think we're gonna have to go back and jumpstart the old system. Hold on. Let's do that. Guy training AI to beat Trackmania world records. I did, yeah. That's really, really cool. Do I have any fuel? I don't. God damn it. Seems to excel task humans suck at, but is going to struggle in things we humans find easy with. I wouldn't bet on that. I wouldn't bet on that at all. I think we have probably 5 to 10 years. That's my expectation. I think it's going to happen extremely, extremely, extremely quickly. I think the biggest problem it'll have is embodied, like making it a robot essentially and move around. But I think it's going to be solved, and NVIDIA has basically already proven that you can solve that to a certain degree by running computer simulations at like ludicrous speeds where you simulate like thousands of years of experiments with like movement and a robot, right? So there are already AIs that have learned to walk by themselves. And once you can do that in a general setting, you can plug it into a robot with like however many degrees of freedom you need, and GG's. That's when we're cooked. And the thing you must remember is that these things are exponential, and when it starts happening, like we are already on the exponential curve. And the problem with people is that they can't really comprehend what an exponential curve even looks like. Because if you think about when this AI stuff started, really it started last year. Like really. This entire AI craze, it started February, January of last year. It feels like we've been in it forever, but it's barely been a year. Well, 2 almost now. Think about what it might look like 5 years from now. Because when I think about the fact that 10 years ago, well, not 10 years ago, I'm old now. 15 years ago, the kind of phone I had and the kind of phone I have now, I think that puts into perspective how quickly these things shift. And I think like a phone is a very small scale example of that. But that generally holds true for all technologies. I think we're cooked. Like, I think if you're 2030, I think we're all cooked. Like, either it's going to be a utopia, and we, like, don't have to do anything, or we're gonna just be cooked. That's my current view on AI. Because I keep up with it all the time, because I also find it really fascinating. Like, I watch 2-minute papers, I watch all these different videos. Just because I find these advancements interesting. I'm only really interested in all the stuff that is like I don't care about a chat bot or whatever, right? I really want to look at the embodied stuff and what it actually means in the real world. Rock quartz. I need to start mining this stuff, I think. What I'm saying is I don't think there exists such a thing as a stable job. I think probably like the final things that will remain is stuff like firefighters, stuff like not even maintenance professional. I think firefighters will probably be like the last thing to go. Like first responders of sorts, I think will probably be the last thing to go in terms of jobs. I think everything else will go very quickly. I might be wrong though, I don't know. Alright, let's do this. Let's fill up this stuff. Philosophical yapping. I mean, the thing I always think about, right, is that like people always, and I always talk about this in the form of investments, right? Like people always talk about what's going to happen if the stock market like falls, yada yada, right? The beautiful thing about this, and this is gonna sound very, very morbid, but it's genuinely the way I think about this stuff. It's like if it crashes and goes to zero, money will be the least of your worries. Right? If it crashes and everything falls apart, that's it. Like, you don't need to worry about anything because it'll be over. And if it's like anything in between that, we'll figure it out. Like we always do. What's the worst that could happen? Like, what's the worst that could happen? Even if it goes terribly wrong, which it probably will, I'm sure we'll figure something out. We'll just have to, because there's just like too many people. You know? He says as he builds factories. Oh my god. Being unemployed forever? I mean, I think, like, the point where unemployment actually becomes a thing, like, I do think, like, UBI and stuff like that will happen very, very quickly. There have been, like, studies that are coming out around UBI, that do seem to be indicating that it might not be as simple as just giving everyone money, right? Because I always assumed that after, like, what we saw with the pandemic, and when people were locked inside, they just started doing random things that they found fun. And a lot of people, like me, suddenly started to do, like, what eventually turned out to be a job. Like, I started doing YouTube during the lockdown stuff, right? And now that's my job. So that is essentially a good showcase of, because I was in university, right? So you could think of me as being unemployed. And while I was unemployed, I started doing something just because I had a lot of time and a lot of freedom. So I started doing YouTube, which eventually turned out to be economically good. You know, because I pay my taxes, I do everything that you're supposed to do. I am a functional civilian. So that was my assumption what would happen with UBI in general. Like, if you gave people money for nothing, they wouldn't just suddenly become lazy and not do anything. They would just find other things to do that would, in, like, some detached way, still produce something that is valuable. Even if someone sits at their house and makes gloves, because, like, they find knitting fun or something, that is still a functional thing that has been created and provides value, right? But people have done studies about this now, and apparently it's not that simple. And when you give people UBI, a lot of people do genuinely just become more irresponsible. Like, they feel like they have more money, and, like, their state of life doesn't change. So if they were irresponsible before, they don't change at all. They just spend all that extra money, which is a very bad thing. Because if you gave everyone money for free, and they just spent all the extra money, well, then UBI's failed. And you don't want to do that because, like, we're back to square one. Like, these people were going to need money, and they're not doing anything valuable, right? They'd find creative outlets? That's what I thought too, but apparently not. Apparently not. In literally every study that's been done, the main point of failure is when the study ends. Wasn't Sam Altman, like the OpenAI dude, doing that exact study? And that one showed, like, mixed results, from what I understood. I might be wrong, though. Like, don't quote me on this. But I think, like, the findings weren't as good as we probably want them to be. Okay, there we go. Now we are gaming. Look at this. Hell yeah. I think now power shouldn't be a problem at all. And I think we even have a lot of excess materials. So I could easily expand this as well. Actually, I need to expand this. I need to expand this because I'm not going to keep up the wooden electricity grid. Because that one takes too much work. The Asmongold stuff? Not exactly, no. I saw bits and pieces of it, and from what I saw, it was really bad. But I haven't kept it. I think he made a video today. I haven't seen it. So I don't know what's going on there. I don't know the lore. In no cases were the end results worse than a net zero. Yeah, I mean, we're gonna have to do probably a lot more studies on that, you know, because I do think it is an inevitability, is what I was trying to say. Because, like, the thing that people always say with, like, AI right now is, like, what if it doesn't get better, right? Well, okay. Hypothetically, let's say it doesn't get better. It is already capable of completely displacing every single, like, call center, like, right away. It is already proven to have very good, like, writing capabilities, right? Like, there's that book that won an award and stuff like that, right? Like, even if you look at it in its current capacity, the more people use it, the more people will find use cases for it. It will still displace people. And there'll come a point where, like, you just need to figure out a more thought out solution than just, like, you know, saying that it's never gonna get better. Because there's certainly technology that has just stopped and never gotten better. He quit OTK and Starforce? Did he? Yeah, I've got no idea. I've got no idea. I'm gonna look at it later. I don't know about any of this stuff. I try to stay away from it as much as I can. All right, let me see what's going on with this. So, let me see. Is there a way to see, like, how much of my power is coming from these things and not anything else? I think I can only see, like, them one by one, right? I would love to see, like, my total power production. But I don't think I can do that. I don't think there's a single way of seeing, like, all the statistics. Which is unfortunate. Alright, let's keep working. So we have coal power now. Awesome. If I run out of that, I can expand it easily. Yeah, it's too much work to do math now. We're just gonna wing it. Basic steel production. Enhanced asset security. Okay, I guess we're doing steel. Need an AI for that math? Yes. That's where we need AI. I just need a dude always telling me, you're doing this much power. You shouldn't be doing anymore. Relax. That's what we need AI for. I can't wait until someone makes like a good like little AI companion thing that is basically like frickin' Puck in Berserk. He just sometimes throws out a witty remark about something, and he just chats to you 24/7. He's just like a weird little thing that hovers around you and talks about weird things, and everyone has like one of them. He's just like a little fairy, just gliding there, and sometimes saying something that is slightly weird and slightly obnoxious. That's what we need. Alexa with wings, basically, yeah. Can you imagine, like, actually having an IRL Puck? Just floating around. I think it'd be great. Yoink. You can start every conversation with "Hey, listen." I mean, I think if the Apple thing is updated, you might be able to change the phrase you use to start talking, and maybe you could do something dumb like that. Hey, listen, and it just suddenly start. Yep. That's the kind of stuff I want. Fun little goofy things that you can use on an everyday basis. Because like I sometimes use like Siri. Don't even start. I sometimes use it to set, like, reminders, right? But you can try this yourself. You can try and set a reminder, but if you mention the word tomorrow, for example, like, I say, set a reminder for, like, I don't know, like, June 11th, and title it, doctor appointment tomorrow. And I say that, right? But it hears the word tomorrow, so it forgets the fact that I just said June 11th, and immediately overwrites it with tomorrow. Yeah, I know it's a Zelda reference. Yeah, I know. I know. Why not wait instead of letting the phone sales drop and look like a scammer? I do think, like, the way they did it is very, very weird, yeah. I think that's where you need to, like, bring up Marcus's saying of, like, never buy a product based on a promise of something else, you know? And I think, like, it's gonna be even more delayed because of EU regulation. So, for people in the EU, it's gonna be even more late. So, it is a bit weird how they did it, yeah. I don't know if the math works out this way, but we're gonna do it. I mean, I don't even need to do the junction, right? I can just do them one by one. Why do I always build things and immediately take them apart? Am I stupid? I think I am. And now I don't even have enough freaking things. Why is it not building? Hold on, we need to set the pipes to 6. I think I did a big oopsie. Okay, there we go. Okay. I don't care about any clipping, it's fine. Okay, there we go. I gotta do this fast, otherwise these things are gonna freaking blow up. It's gonna be bad. Okay, there we go. Now I need to split up this coal. But I need to split it up. God damn it. Alright, you know what? It's gonna be uneven. But it is what it is. Can I stick a... Oh, I have them there. Splitter. Can I put it right there? Oh, there we go. That's incredible. Okay. Nice. And now I'm gonna do that. And do that. Oh, this is excellent. Now we are gaming. Are you Latvian? Yeah. Es esmu patiesas Latvijas. Pipe the pipes together? Yeah, it does seem to work, yeah. Alright, does this work? Okay, all of them are working. And I think if the consumption is only 45... I think I might have been a bit overkill with how many of these I put down. Yeah. I mean... That's alright. At least I know I can expand. I can expand a whole lot. Alright, I think power shouldn't be a problem now. Nice. Now we move on to everything else. Don't have a Latvian accent. That's the outcome of being terminally online since I was 5. It does come with the with the unfortunate scenario for getting words in Latvian though. Oh, but yeah. Alright, let me see how many of the frames I have. I think I have everything except the cubes. It's been a while, so I definitely should have like 50, right? That's like... Am I even... Oh yeah, they're right here. Alright, there we go. So I think we can do 1,500. Okay, we're good. We can go to the next stage. $50, 150, 500, and 1,000. Nice. Alright, and right away... Okay, what are we gonna yap about?
Coal and iron can be combined in the foundry to start steel production. Project part number 2, the versatile framework, can only be created via automation, not at a crafting bench. Delivering these to the space elevator is essential if we are going to complete phase 2 of project assembly and save the day. Fix it, and humanity is relying on you.
Have you adjusted your expectations for me? Performance expectations? Alright, so I need to do foundry. Smelt steel resources into alloy ingots. And I need iron and coal. Which is a bit of a problem. Because... Also, should I be going to get all of this other stuff? Because I have all of these different ores that I haven't even thought about. I'm just worrying over iron. Because what I was going to say is... I need to start, like, working on some kind of upgraded drills or something because I'm running out of iron. Like, look at this. I mean, to be fair, I think this is me being dumb. I think there might be a way of better splitting this up. Because it's 3... If I don't merge them... If I don't merge them and just put them into... I think this is a big bottleneck. Hold on. Let's see if we can workshop this. Do I have a... If I just put them into, like... each drill into a splitter going into two smelteries, wouldn't that be, like, infinitely faster? Pretty sure it would be. I don't know what the hell I was cooking while I was making this stuff. I think that's what happens when you're building a factory and watching YouTube videos on the side. There's a drastic decrease in IQ points. Alright, there we go. This should be, like, infinitely faster and infinitely more efficient. Because now it's just perfectly split between 2 smelters. Great, and all these are MK2s. Okay. And now that I've isolated this weird bit of bottleneck, I don't think there's anything wrong here, because I don't think it produces enough for me to worry about a bottleneck here. I think the merger here is fine. And then it goes through a splitter, and then for each splitter into 2. Yeah, I think this is legit. This seems legit. There we go. Alright, but if I need raw iron, I am tempted to just find more. I mean, that's quite far away. Because if I'm doing the call over here... I mean, it's not actually that far away. I could mine this. And then just pump it into here and then do the thing. Okay. You know what? Let's do it. Have to go to sleep. Thank you for sure. Yeah, I think I'm gonna... I think I'm probably gonna go to bed soon too, because it's already like midnight. Tomorrow's a new day and I need to start working on the next script. It's gonna be a wild one too. I say work on it, I already have the draft done. I am very, very much dreading the season 3 finale thing. It's gonna be like... Oh god. It might not actually even be that long now that I think about it, because most of it is wrapping up like arcs. So maybe it's not even going to be excruciatingly long. We'll see. So these are bad, right? Because these are like impure. But I think this would be enough to like make like a little steel production site at least. That's limestone. Alright, let's see if I can make another one. Oh, wrong thing. I need the other one. Hold up. Good luck with the stream thing. Thank you. Portable miner. It is a bit weird that you need to do this. It's weird that you still need, like, the portable miner thing. In the what's a MAM? What's a MAM? I don't know what a MAM is. Am I supposed to know what a MAM is? In the building menu, hold U. There's nothing happens when I hold U. You mean like the big like thing that I'm building in the sky? I've only done the first one. Nothing happens. Oh, you mean the research tab? I haven't done anything in the research tab. Yeah, I've basically done nothing there. This thing right here. Yeah. I've done very, very, very little there. That's messed up. Why would you say that? I saw that in the corner of my eye and I had to do a double take. That's messed up. Alright, let me see if I can, Good first. Jesus Christ. That is beyond cursed. Jesus Christ. Okay. Let me hook this up. I didn't mean to put it there, but that's alright. Alright, and now we want to do smelters. Wait, does it need ore, or what does it need? I assume it needs a plate, right? Oh, it needs ore! Interesting. So, should I just, like... Should I just pump it all the way over to where the coal is? Also, what is that? Hold up. This freaking scanner is lying to me. There's more iron right there. This is the biggest scam of the century. I hate this game. Look at this. Okay, I'm gonna pump all of this together. I'm probably gonna do like 2 lines, right? So it doesn't get like fully clumped up. And we're gonna pull this back into the base. One of them, I'm actually going to pump right back into the... Yeah, one of them I'm going to pump right back into the main production site where I'm making, like, the frames and everything. Like, this factory, like the frame factory, that is not a scalable factory, so I don't know how I'm gonna do that. It's a freaking mess. I'm gonna have to, like, somehow make it work. It's a bad idea, but we're gonna workshop it. It's gonna be fine. Portable miners. Made base around all this iron? Wait, are we playing in the same world? Is it not procedurally generated? I thought this was random. I guess I did select a level, so I guess those are all just fixed things. Yeah, I never even thought about that. Same world? Okay, yeah. I didn't even know that. I didn't even know that. I guess I did know that, I just never thought about it. Because you were supposed to switch, like, the, It said, like, you should switch between one of these spawn locations, yeah. Alright, now... I have to move them in very, very large quantities. I have so many of the good plates now that I'm not even worried about saving resources. I'm just using everything, who cares? Alright, let me build another thing right there. There we go. I've got no idea how much steel you need, because, like, in Factorio, steel is very important. I don't know how important it's going to be here. Missing materials. What am I missing? I'm missing the... hate this game. I just said I have so many steel beaver. Oh my god, okay. Okay, so I'm probably gonna use 3 of the drills on the steel, and I'll pump the 2 others back into the main base production. That's probably the plan. I think. I don't even know how I'm gonna pump it back into the main base, to be fair. Because then I'm gonna have to set up a merger of some sort. But I definitely need it. Like, this place, it doesn't have enough iron. So the 2 are definitely gonna be added here. I just don't know how. We'll figure it out. Wait. I say that, but it doesn't look like there's enough. Like, all this is completely backed up. The problem is we're not making enough rods. Wait, hold up. So the iron isn't even the bottleneck. Power slug earlier. I already got one like way earlier. I just never did anything with it. I need to do the research. Why is all of this backed up too? Oh, I know why. It's because I'm not making these things anymore. Yeah, there you go. There we go. Is the power slug important? I can go look at that now. Might as well, because I'm not gonna do a lot more building today. I'm gonna go to bed. Research may help you solve your current... Well, okay, I'm gonna look at it. Where's the slug? Slug. Power slugs. Well, I have that. Oh! I do like myself some overclocking. Hell yeah.
Overclocking development completed. Power shards can now be inserted into all buildings to increase input and output speed. Underclocking is also possible. No,
oh, I'm not gonna underclock anything. Shut up. I'm overclocking everything. How do I get power shards? Oh, I need more of them. Why does it show I can craft one if I can't? Biggest scam of my life. Wait, wasn't I supposed to... Didn't I have the research where I could scan for them? Or was it this? Oh, you know what I need? Hold up. I know what I need. I need the object scanner. I think this is what I need. Yes! I mean, it doesn't do anything. Oh, it like shows how near I am to it? So it's somewhere in that direction. Hold up. We're looking for slugs now. So it changes very, very rapidly as I look away, so it's somewhere there. There it is! Maybe not. I could have sworn it was there. What the hell? I need to get something that, like, makes me immune to the poison thing. It's annoying. On top of the rock? I thought so! I saw something that was blue. Oh my god. Okay, I need to eat before I get my stuff. I hate this game. Hate this game. I'm not gonna go get that one. I think I'm gonna keep dying if I try get it. Because I can't even properly... Where is it? I think that's just the sky that I'm seeing. I don't think it's... I don't even think it's where I was looking at. You mean it's that above there? I thought it was, like, right here. Okay, so that is it. I thought I saw it, like, right there, but I think that's just the sky peeking through. Okay, I'm not getting there, like, no shot. Now we need a different power slug. I'm pretty sure there was one, like, on the way to my coal mining place. Come on, there's got... Bro, I know there's one there, but there's got to be another one. Come on. Power slugs? Oh, we got one. Gonna be like in the middle of nowhere. God damn it. Okay, that's the small one. This one I can just poke. I don't know where it went. What? Oh, it's up there. Got it. Okay, we got one. I want to see what it does, and then I'll probably call it a day. Leave me alone! Huzzah! Alright, we got one. That's copper, right? I think I'm probably gonna need more copper eventually. Alright, let's go and try it. And then that'll be it for today. I need to look into the poisonous research. Because I see so many of these weird poison clouds around. They seem sus to me. And also, I think that's like one of those purple orbs up there. I don't know what those do either. I gotta look into this stuff. Or do math with it? How does one do math? If I do 2 plus... Ooh! It doesn't do 4 times 4. Do I do it like this? Ooh, nice. That's cool. Alright, let me see what this does. Power shard. Okay, let's see what this does. If I go and put it in... Where do we need, like, a lot? We definitely need more rods, right? Like the... Oh, that's bedtime. I just got an alarm that I need to go to bed. So these are, like, super slow. What if I just put that in there? Overclock. There we go. Yeah, so it basically uses more power at the... Does it use more power? It says the same thing. Oh, no, it does use more power. Oh, okay, I get it. And it scales up, like, exponentially, so it's not, like, 2x power. It's, like, more than, well, not even 2x. It's not, like, 1.5x power, but it's more than that. Okay. That's nice. That is very good. That is very, very good. Yeah, but I think I've made a lot of great By the way, I killed one of these things. It was glitching out this morning. I poked it to death. It took me like 5 minutes. It has so much health. But I poked one of them, and I learned that you bounce on them. These dudes are bouncy. It was glitching out. I thought I was gonna have a seizure. It was glitching out so bad that it was creating like visual artifacts. It was really, really bad. So I had to poke it. I kept poking it, and then it died. It was sad. What is going on here? Oh, this is like not being used at all. Oh. No, but this is already MK2. MK2. Okay, we just have like way too much iron. I think I need to divert some of this iron to just keep making rods. Or are we poking to death? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Good catching your stream. Been watching your videos probably a year. Yeah, I'll be around for plenty more years. I'll be around for a long time, hopefully. Oh, look at it go. Look at the little man go. Look at the little man go. But yeah, we're gonna bring back One Piece to the main channel as well. I've had a bunch of videos that I started working on, and I just scrapped them for one reason or another. I do hope to be making more One Piece stuff as well. Anyway, that's gonna be it for today. I'm gonna save the game. Oh no, I don't want to overwrite. Koroto save 8. There we go. Okay. I've played for 10 hours on the save file. It's been a very, very fun 10 hours. But yeah, I'm gonna wake up Appa now, who's sleeping right up there. I'm gonna wake him up. I'm gonna go give him food. And then I'm gonna go to bed myself. So, thank you for joining me. And I should hopefully be back... When am I gonna be back? Probably not tomorrow, because I want to work on the script, but I probably will be back on Friday. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. If not, then probably like Saturday. Sunday, definitely. We'll see. Anyway, have a good one. Bye-bye.